Hey, what is up? So the spring anime season has started. I'm here to review the new anime that's airing this season. So I checked out over 30 shows. There's a lot of new stories. I'm so excited because yeah, there's some like interesting concepts actually. So yeah, even after an insane winter season, the shows just keep going. So yeah, fun season so far. There's some highly anticipated shows like Witch Hat Atelier, Akane-banashi I was looking forward to, another ReZero season, and then also Daemons of the Shadow Realm, a new story from the Full Metal Alchemist author. So yeah, I'm here to review some shows. Feel free to skip around because I'm gonna talk about like the first few episodes of anime that aired this season so far, and also mild spoiler warning. I won't try to reveal too much, but yeah, I'll just like talk about like the early concepts so far, and yeah, my opinions on some shows this season. Starting off with Witch Hat Atelier, we have 2 episodes so far, and yeah, what an amazing show. This is just like the highest quality show I've seen this season, and yeah, it might be like one of the highest quality this year. In terms of like the actual story they're crafting, they're showing us all these little details, so many cute moments as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on in this like kind of new fantasy magic world. So this anime is also made by Bug Films, who did Zom 100, and which was also like really high quality, had some really good direction to it, but also yeah, it faced a lot of production issues. There were some delays, I guess. Yeah, because their vision is probably like way too ambitious a lot of the time. It seems that way here too, because yeah, this anime was delayed for a while. All the episodes are apparently finished, so you don't have to worry about any delays. But yeah, it's great that it's here. We're gonna have 13 episodes, which probably won't be enough to even like cover half of the story, so we probably have to wait a long time for future seasons, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the story while we have it here this season. So basically the story kind of like follows this girl Coco. She's our main character. She's kind of like a normal girl in this world. She wants to be a witch, she wants to practice magic, that's her dream. And we learned that normal people can't be magicians in this world, so yeah, her dream of being a witch, it just won't come true. But yeah, she keeps dreaming. She has like this magic picture book as well, so yeah, she kind of carries that around with her. And then one day this white-haired dude Kifri comes into her textile shop. She works with her mom, kind of like cutting cloths and like running a fabric business. But yeah, Kifri, he's a witch, and he kind of like shows off his powers here because there's like this Pegasus carriage that kind of breaks down and it's powered by magic, so he kind of fixes it. The thing is, like, they have to practice magic in secret. It's like a big deal to keep it secret from normal people. So Coco's just like really excited, just like wants to watch him work and talk to him. So there's like so many cute moments with her, and then the big thing happens when she actually spies on him while he's fixing the carriage, and she sees that he's drawing magic runes onto it. So Coco realizes you can draw magic and you become a witch. So basically the secret is out. Everyone can use magic in this world. You just have to draw it instead of like, casting it from your wand. So Coco realizes that this magic book she was carrying around was also filled with spells. So at night she just experiments. It's super relatable. She just like achieved her dream, and now she's just like obsessing over it on her first night. Yeah, basically drawing a lot of like simple runes. There's like kind of cute ones with fireworks. There's like some elemental ones, one that like she produces fire. It's so cute, her stamping it out. And then yeah, her reaction to actually like performing magic for the first time was precious. She just like slams her head into her furniture. By basically Kifri, as he's kind of sleeping in the woods, he realizes this magic book might be a little evil. So yeah, Coco, as she draws like a lot of spells to practice, she finds like this really complex spell. And Coco also realizes that the cleaner you draw the spell, like the more straight the lines are, the more perfect the circle is, then the stronger the spell is. So she's like, if I trace from the book, I actually get the strongest version of the spell. And then she tries it on like this insane ceiling petrification spell that turns everything into crystals. So yeah, as she finishes the circle, Kifri kind of like kidnaps her and takes her away from the house because yeah, the house kind of like explodes into crystals. So yeah, Kifri kind of saved Coco's life. She unknowingly just like destroyed her whole house and got her mom sealed as well. There was like this whole plot line with Coco and her mom. She was never gonna leave her mom, just like taking care of the family business, not gonna pursue her dream of being a witch. Girl, don't you know you're the main character? Your family will not be in one piece. You have to go on your journey, and this is how it begins. So yeah, Kifri kind of saves Coco, and yeah, this was like the best scene with them flying, him yelling at her, what spell did you draw? She was starting magic for the first time, and also like seeing her mom just like get covered into crystals, her fighting and yelling and crying. Oh my god, bro. This first episode was so good. And then yeah, basically Kifri tells Coco, we keep magic a secret. That's like our whole society. So now we have to wipe your memories. But then Coco kind of pleads, I know the spell. I need to reverse it to save my mom. So don't erase my memories. And then Kefri realizes that he's also looking for these evil witches that kind of gave Coco the book. So it's like a mutual relationship with them where he's using her to kind of like pursue the evil people. He has beef with them. And then Coco's also kind of using him to save her mom. That's the most important part. But yeah, for us, the audience is about seeing Coco grow and learn magic. So, yeah, long story short, Coco doesn't get her memories wiped, and now it's like a magic apprentice working with Kifri. Again, this first episode was so emotional, well done, and yeah, I'm glad we had a second episode as well. We didn't need to, but yeah, 2 episodes dropped. So yeah, I'll quickly talk about the second one as well, where Coco, we meet a lot of like cute girls in Kifri's atelier. And also, yeah, Kifri's design, I know he has the white hair, blue eyes, and an eye covering. I know, yeah, people hate when you compare him to Gojo. He came first, but it seems like this is like an archetype people are using, like the kind of reliable teacher with white hair and an eye cover. Kakashi like seemed to be the prototype. I know Umamiya from Windbreaker also kind of follows this formula. We have another guy in the reliable white hair teacher category in Kifri. They kind of show like introductory magic training with her kind of studying all the books and theories, learning about like different elements and yeah, like the symbols to like draw them, the magic ink, stuff like that. And yeah, they did a good job kind of like showing us these cute characters faced with a dark situation, but kind of like calming it down. Yeah, take your time. You don't have to save your mom just this instance. You should learn the fundamentals, because also there's like a magic library they show us, but to access it, you have to pass like 4 different witch trials. So I guess like they're building up upon Coco just like learning magic with everybody, and then finally she'll get the book, she'll get a clue on like, you know, the spell that attacked her mother. So yeah, we'll see how the story goes as the season continues, but again, super high quality. I don't expect every episode to be like as super high priority as the first one, but you know, I'm assuming this whole season will just be like a fun introduction to the story. We also have Akane-banashi. So yeah, we have 2 episodes so far. A great Shonen Jump, highly anticipated anime. So yeah, the manga's been going on for a while. It's a pretty unique concept. So we have a girl kind of like performing Rakugo. So yeah, the anime is based on like kind of Japanese storytelling, the art of Rakugo. Basically, it's like one guy on a stage and he's giving like a performance, and then he's kind of like using his voice to kind of build the world to you. So yeah, most of these stories are like preset, but you can like give your own spin to them. But yeah, most of them are just like, you know, classic historical stories. So even though the story is called Akane-banashi, the first episode follows her dad. Her dad is like this up and coming Rakugo performer. He's really passionate, kind of gives his own spin to the stories, and then yeah, she looks up to him. It looks like you have status positions in Rakugo. There's like 3 levels, so he's like level 2, he's like silver, and then he wants to be promoted to gold. And then yeah, there's like this performance exam where he kind of like does his best. He's a bit nervous, but then yeah, he locks in, is able to like kind of perform in his own style, and you know, it was good, nothing wrong with it. But then the head judge doesn't think so. He throws out all the results, fires everybody. He's like, you guys are expelled from your Rakugo schools. Akane sees this in the crowd. She's traumatized. Her dad's passion got destroyed. So yeah, he died, and now she kind of takes on his legacy, becomes a up and coming Rakugo performer in high school. So yeah, the story will follow her, and yeah, even though she's a shonen protagonist, her dad did not actually die. So yeah, his career died, but yeah, he's still alive. Her mom's also like kind of nice and supportive. So shonen protagonist, she's not fighting demons, she doesn't have dead parents, but yeah, we're kind of introduced to her kind of like avenging her dad in her own way. So a very charismatic protagonist to follow. I've been reading the manga on and off. It does get boring sometimes in my opinion, but yeah, the story is still like really fun. I like the concept, I like the characters growing and learning, and yeah, the anime's pretty decent so far. I like the opening. Also after that, we have Daemons of the Shadow Realm. So interesting premise so far. This is made by the Full Metal Alchemist author, so yeah, good for her. New story, so it kind of like lives up to the hype. Pretty interesting new world. The first episode was kind of interesting because yeah, you'd think it'd be about demons, but no, there's like military helicopters. We're not in a fantasy world. It seems like we're kind of like in this remote mountain village, and now yeah, we're just getting invaded by the military. It feels kind of scary, like you're being conquered by the military. You have no idea what's happening. But yeah, basically, yeah, we're in this remote village, and then they want the power of like the main dude. His name is Yuru, and it looks like he controls these demons. And basically, I'm not fully sure, but yeah, people in this world control demons, and they come in pairs. So yeah, apparently his is like kind of powerful. We see a dude kind of like being badass, fighting off all the soldiers, and then him also running with his friend. So basically, in this first episode, a lot of people are dying. It's gonna have 24 episodes, so yeah, I'm expecting the story to kind of open up more. Maybe the main dude kind of like, you know, fights off against these people using the power of his demons. And yeah, I guess we'll see how like things kind of continue from there. We also have another new anime I've been liking, Agents of the Four Seasons. So yeah, I'll talk about it kind of quickly, but yeah, it's just like a cute show. We have kind of seasonal spirits in this world. They give their power to humans, and then yeah, there's 4 of them for each season. Kind of go around the world to like kind of change the environments. They're pretty important, but then also they get attacked by terrorists a lot, because yeah, there's a lot of people that hate them. Winter seems to be like the most antagonized. Everyone's just like coming for his ass, but yeah, he fights them off. He has like ice powers. So each of these seasonal people also have like a seasonal guardian. The main story beat here is that the spring agent, she actually got kidnapped a while ago. Her name is Hinagaku. And then yeah, she was kidnapped for like 10 years. Her protector found her like after a while. Like they'll probably explain a bit more, but yeah, we're kind of thrust into her being rescued. And now she's just kind of going around the world spreading spring again because yeah, it's been 10 years without spring. A lot of places are like kind of like losing tourism. She feels guilty about this. Also, it looks like her mental development kind of got stunted. I don't know if they tortured her or something, but she talked very slowly. And yeah, it looks like spring and winter, they're always like kind of destined to be in a relationship. But yeah, winter also feels guilty. So yeah, I like this kind of like dramatic story so far. It looks like it'll also be romance focused. But yeah, that was like a pretty unique concept made by Wit Studios. So yeah, decent new anime this season. We also have Nippon Sangoku. So we have 2 episodes so far. What an insane show. I didn't know what I was expecting. The characters look super detailed. Basically, it's kind of like a future historical drama where, yeah, Japan was kind of ruined. It was like a revolution because of all this war and hardship. And basically, it kind of devolves into the samurai era. So yeah, right now, there's like war, samurai, corruption. It's pretty tough to live in. Nothing is safe. But yeah, our main character, his name is Misumi, and he's like a pretty logical guy. And then he makes an effort to learn about the past. He knows about Sun Tzu. He's just like, you know, calculating, calm. He also marries this woman, Saki. So yeah, they're a good power couple because Saki's like kind of hard-headed, but she's able to defend herself. So yeah, basically without too many spoilers, just like an insane amount of shit happens to like kind of progress the first episode. He's gonna try to change the world, maybe unite Japan. There's like 3 samurai clans. So yeah, pretty insane story setup. There's some real emotions out here. And yeah, I love how they make the main character so likable and smart. He's pretty fun to follow. So yeah, we'll see his journey, I guess. Judging from the opening, I guess he'll like make some allies as he kind of goes on to his like revolutionary journey. Also, for some other new shows, we have Ramparts of Ice, but it's basically written by the author of Polar Opposites from last season. But yeah, I've been liking this one as well. It seems to be a bit less romance focused and more about kind of like dealing with past trauma and, you know, having friends in high school. So it follows our main girl. Her name is Koyuki. She's kind of known as the Ice Queen because yeah, she closes herself off to a lot of people. Mainly a defense mechanism because yeah, she was bullied her whole life in elementary school and middle school. It looks like high school is a lot better for her. A lot of people are more understanding, but yeah, she can't really get rid of that trauma. So yeah, she isolates herself from a lot of people. A lot of people like find her kind of scary. But then yeah, she has like a close friend in Miki. She shows her true personality there where she's actually like kind of easygoing and happy. But yeah, she just has to kind of get over her past trauma. So it looks like she will do it in the story because yeah, she's forming a friend group. There's some other dudes she's like talking to that kind of like help her out sometimes. So yeah, pretty cute and wholesome so far. Just like some sappy dramatic moments happening sometimes with like, you know, dudes kind of trying to hit on her and bully her and her being rescued by this tall black-haired guy. But besides some tropey moments, I thought yeah, the anime was super cute. This other dude also kind of like getting jealous that she's like being happy. So maybe we'll get some developments for him too. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna follow this friend group of 4 people, 2 girls, 2 guys. We also have Marriagetoxin, another romance show. This one's also kind of interesting, highly anticipated. So it's kind of like a funny spy family type of concept. There's like a dude, he's part of like the Poison Assassin clan, and he's kind of set to be the next head of the household. The problem is that he has to get married to do that first. And yeah, he's like single. He doesn't really know how to talk to women or even like know what love is. Like, is this dude me for real, for real? But yeah, basically he's kind of like given a deadline though, because if he doesn't get married soon, then his sister will be forced to get married. And his sister is also lesbian, so she has to like break up with her girlfriend and, you know, just like get into an arranged marriage. He doesn't want that. So yeah, on one of his missions, he tortures this girl that was like performing marriage fraud, but then he kind of feels sympathy for her. She's not a bad person. So he decides to use her for his marriage plan. So she kind of goes along with it. We realize that she's also a dude that's like cross-dressing. And yeah, they're not getting married, but she's gonna set him up with people. She's gonna teach him how to talk to girls. So yeah, that's like the gimmick so far. It's like a really funny, crazy romance premise. I like the LGBT kind of representation so far. So yeah, we'll see how the story kind of goes. Like the main guy seems to be able to like fight a lot of people off. He has like different chemicals he can inject himself with and also torture other people. So yeah, he's capable. And then yeah, we'll see him team up. Maybe he finds a girl. Maybe he rizzes up the femboy. We'll see. After that, we have some continuations as well. Starting off with ReZero, we're at season 4. So yeah, the plot keeps moving. We're kind of going to different places, solving more things. And yeah, getting a lot of world building. Here, basically, they saved kind of like the oceanfront city from all the archbishops. And yeah, now it's like the aftermath of that. So yeah, Gluttony seems to be like the main villain we're gonna chase after because yeah, he's been eating a lot of people, erasing their identities. He did it with Julius as well. So yeah, Subaru feels like super guilty. He has to also deal with, you know, Rem losing her memory and also Krush. So yeah, they realize like there's this sage in this world. We know there's the sword saint. There's also a dragon. And now there's like the all-knowing sage, the wise man. So yeah, they decide to kind of visit Shala, ask him or her, you know, how to reverse, you know, Gluttony's mind erasing power, save all these people. So yeah, maybe we could have done this earlier. I guess we can't really because no one has ever been able to actually interact with Shala. So I guess the hard part is actually finding the sage. Not even Reinhardt could do it. So yeah, I guess it's up to Subaru, our main character, to do it. He's going on a journey with everybody. And yeah, we'll see how things go. Here also in this first episode, we see Anastasia has like this other personality inside of her that's kind of possessing her because she's like weak sometimes. So this personality, it's called Echidna. They got another Echidna out here, but it's not the same as like the Witch of Greed. But Subaru gets like kind of PTSD from that. But basically the real Anastasia is kind of sleeping. So that's why she also wants to see the sage to kind of like resurrect Anastasia. But ReZero has been pretty fun. Just like a lot of action, a lot of like kind of hype, tropey anime moments. And there's like a shit ton of world building every season, just like new concepts being introduced. Also, we have Slime season 4, another like kind of popular light novel based story. So yeah, season 3 was a bit underwhelming. But yeah, it looks like they're trying to adapt everything. I mean, it's not really surprising because yeah, this is like the most popular light novel. Like it's kind of crazy, but you know, a lot of people like Rimuru, him kind of building like this kind of kingdom. And yeah, just like getting overpowered, but also like, you know, fun kingdom building with all these characters. So basically last season there was like some conflict with Hinata, but then they were able to kind of resolve things. And after that there was like some fun festival arc. Rimuru keeps building his kingdom, getting more characters. And at the same time they also try to build a dungeon to like, I guess, improve the economy, bring more people to his town. So the beginning episodes so far are just them kind of like expanding on ways to kind of like improve the dungeon, how to advertise it, some rewards you can get, and then maybe also they can be bosses in the dungeon themselves. Because yeah, that's kind of like the main appeal of the show, seeing Rimuru just like kind of theorize, theory craft, how to kind of like run his city. Also after that we have Dr. Stone. This is part 3 of Science Future. I'm assuming this is gonna be the final season, so yeah, it'd be sick if it wraps up. But in part 3 our main goal is to get our spaceship to visit the Y-Man because he seems to be the main villain. He's freezing everybody from the moon. So yeah, it's like very ambitious. You know, we saw last season it ended with like the whole world getting frozen again. So Suika becomes a scientist herself, kind of saves everybody. And now Senku and Zen are kind of, you know, building their rocket ship. They have to get ingredients. I think their main one is fluoride that they use to like kind of make the spacesuits. They're able to build machines to like kind of get fuel and yeah, just like build a lot more stuff. And they're just sailing on their new ship. They have all the resources. They have overpowered characters kind of like guiding them. And yeah, the adventure kind of continues. It looks like as they're traveling more through countries that like some people are being left behind. And yeah, they kind of go unfreeze people from like different civilizations. We see them learning Spanish. We see them in Brazil. Then we see them going to Spain. So yeah, that's cool. Just like, you know, very quick progression. We're already like in the late game, so they don't really need to kind of explain things. They can skip around. It's fine. As they're kind of like traveling different countries, they decide to go to India because the world's smartest mathematician is there and they need him to kind of like calibrate the rocket, I guess. Because yeah, this is actual rocket science. Stuff can go wrong, so they have to do like a lot of tests. They might be on like some type of time limit because the Y-Man is able to kind of like hear their transmissions. And yeah, again, the science continues. We're gonna have 13 episodes, so yeah, we'll see how the story kind of wraps up. We also have Dorohedoro season 2, so we have 4 episodes so far. It's back after so long, like I think over 6 years. Basically kind of like a unique world where there's like kind of magic users, sorcerers, and then there's like people that hunt the sorcerers. They live in kind of just like slums. Like the living conditions don't seem good. People are just like very nonchalant in this anime, just like going around fucking shit up. So yeah, a lot of like crazy shit's happening. I forgot a lot of stuff that happened because it's been a while. But basically kind of quick rundown, spoilers for season 1. But yeah, there's Kaiman. He's like this alligator man. There's a dude inside of him. And yeah, sorcerer kind of turned him into an alligator. And we realized that if you kill the sorcerer, the magic will get undone. So yeah, he's just like hunting down the sorcerer. And yeah, we get more lore about the person inside of him. So yeah, apparently he died, but he got revived here. So yeah, he's just like living with this squad of people. Pretty interesting. There's like 3 different groups so far. There's like En's group who are kind of like the evil people. There's Kaiman and Nikaido, so we're following them. And yeah, there's also like this 3rd group of like kind of goobers. So it's pretty interesting so far. It seems like the story is taking its time. So there's like some fun, wacky episodes. Not everything is like kind of plot progression, but it's just like a fun, gritty show with a lot of personality. Mappa working on it. The CGI looks the same. So yeah, they kind of like replicated the same style as season 1, and yeah, it's fun that it's back. Also after that we do have Rent the Girlfriend season 5. It's out here. Oh my god, it's so bad. We're not even like, are we even halfway through the story? It's so crazy how things are dragging on. But yeah, it's like been garbage for a while. Basically, it's like the big Hawaii trip. But here they invite all the girls. So Mami is here, Chizuru is here, Ruka is there. So the only one not here is Sumi, I guess, and Yaimori. There's like a lot of drama. We get Mami backstory finally after 5 seasons. She's never really had freedom in her life. She kind of uses that to fuel her motives on breaking up couples. And yeah, she's like focused on Kazuya and Chizuru here. She wants ask Chizuru to stop lying. I hate the kind of justification because they're like, oh, you're a rental girlfriend and it's against the terms of service. I'm like, bitch, who cares? Like, why does the law of the rental agency like matter so much? But yeah, basically mommy kind of gives her an ultimatum. So yeah, shit is just like so awkward now. If the truth gets revealed, her grandmother also died. So yeah, again, like, you know, things aren't looking good for her. It looks like she wants to reveal the truth and be honest, but also she doesn't want to play mommy's game. And yeah, maybe she does have feelings for Kasia after so long. So yeah, we'll see how things go, but it looks like a lot of drama is gonna happen. The girls are hanging out in their bathing suits, and yeah, it's getting spicy. But yeah, don't watch it. We also have Classroom of the Elite season 4. We have 5 episodes, so yeah, they drop like 3-4 at once. But yeah, more Ayano Koji kind of manipulating people, mostly girls. I think in the last season, like there was like some kind of, you know, superficial backstories with these girls telling us like some past traumas they had, and also him kind of working with his class to kind of, you know, win all these tests. I know the previous season was a bit rushed with some of the exams, which is a bit whatever, but you know, I guess the story kind of keeps going. Some more characters in the school, they're doing stuff, and stuff kind of just like goes on there. There's the angel next door, spoils me rotten. We have season 2. I thought season 1 was super boring, and the premise also felt so self-inserty. Like, main dude does like a kind thing to help a girl, and then they also coincidentally live next to each other. They also don't have their parents living with them. Main dude's kind of edgy. He has like a past trauma that we'll uncover. But basically, colorful haired girl, black haired, kind of gloomy dude formula. And yeah, the anime itself was kind of low quality, but in essence, it's still like a wholesome kind of romance show. I thought season 2 so far, it's not too bad. There's like some kind of wholesome progression as their relationship is official. They're walking to school with each other. Everyone seems to know. So it seems to be like a bit familiar, lighthearted, and yeah, we'll see how things go. There are other ones like it this season that I'll also talk about where it's like kind of, you know, self-insert main dude with colorful girl. And yeah, besides that, we have Iruma-kun season 4 also continuing. So yeah, 4 seasons. This anime's pretty good. I'm not up to date, but I've heard good things. I'm only on season 1, but yeah, the fact that there are so many episodes, and yeah, it's like a lot of fun, lighthearted moments, many characters here. So yeah, eventually I'll catch up. There's also Ascendance of a Bookworm season 4. I'm also not up to date, but yeah, I've been watching slowly. It's like pretty chill, maybe a bit boring. The main news about the show actually is that Wit Studio picked it up, and also they got caught using AI to make some of the backgrounds in the opening. It's a bit overstated, but yeah, the backgrounds do look ugly. It fixed it for the second episode, but yeah, it got into a bit of drama. It wasn't really used in the actual episode, but now everyone's gonna be asking questions. We also have Wistoria, Wand and Sword, so second season starting. I thought this anime was super boring, like straight up unwatchable. Like the only good thing is that like the animation is so insane. So yeah, season 1 did look cinematic at times. The story in essence is kind of like a serious version of Mashal, just like we're in a Harry Potter world. Main character fights with a sword while everyone uses spells, and then he's like using the power of friendship. A lot of people were bullying him, but then he proves them wrong, and then they all like kind of warm up to him. So the main dude kind of going through magic school. There's like random tests, trials. There's like higher level people that he's trying to reach. Like I'm just afraid because yeah, season 1 was super boring to me. I don't think season 2 will like get any better story wise. Also after that, there's some like other new shows I've been liking this season. We have cute girls doing cute things, some slice of life. The first one I've been enjoying is Botan Kamiina Fully Blossoms When Drunk. It's about college girls kind of living in the dorm, and then yeah, one of the girls drinks by herself because she has the hiccups, and yeah, this other first year is kind of like admiring her, so she takes her drink, drinks it for the first time, and now yeah, it's like they're hanging out while drinking. The first episode was super high quality, just like all these cute girls hanging out, and yeah, they're like warming up to each other. It's just like a must watch in the cute girls doing cute things genre. Hopefully they don't romanticize the alcohol too much. I know there's some other girls smoking cigarettes as well, so yeah, maybe the lesson here is that the vices are fine if you share it with your friends. We also have 100 scenes of Awajima. So it's another cute girls doing cute things show. This is like girls in a boarding school, and it seems to be kind of wholesome, but it has some like undertones where it's kind of hard to get into school. Everyone is kind of stepping over each other to succeed, but the main girl seems to be like super neutral, just like making friends with people. She doesn't have beef with anybody, and yeah, just like going with the flow. So yeah, I'm judging from the title, maybe we'll meet a lot of characters, and yeah, just like see different events happening in the school. Kind of has like that Akabi-chan sailor uniform type of vibe so far, as all these girls have like some kind of tragic, interesting backstories. We have the Food Diary of Miss Maid. This one, she's actually a British maid, but yeah, she's like, I guess, half Japanese or something. But yeah, she visits Japan to visit her grandparents, and then apparently her mansion collapses, so she's stuck in Japan Japan for a year while they're repairing it. So yeah, it's all good. I guess her visa got extended. She's chilling. And it's anime is just her going around eating food. I don't think she's been in Japan ever because yeah, she's just romanticizing all this food for the first time. Eating takoyaki, crepes, sweets, ice cream. So this maid just like chilling, eating food, unemployed. Like, you know, sign me up. We also have Needy Girl Overdose. I've been also liking it this season. It's, you know, kind of creepy sometimes. There's a lot of like broken people in the real world and they're all like kind of gravitating towards the most popular idol. So her name is K-Angel, Kawaii Angel. And yeah, she's our needy girl. She needs like millions of fans. That's her goal. She has like 10 million subscribers she's reached. So I guess she's like competing with Mr. Beast. She needs more. And then yeah, so many other characters are just like dealing with their depressing life. It's like so sad. So yeah, that's going on. It looks like people in this anime, like their status is defined by the amount of followers they have. So yeah, just like a trippy anime where everyone's like kind of, you know, hooked on social media. Apparently it's based on a visual novel. So, yeah, pretty interesting show so far. There's also Petals of Reincarnation. So yeah, this is the Lolly Hitler anime. But yeah, you know, the show isn't too bad. It's like a bit campy. So it seems like a concept from the early 2000s. But yeah, basically people here, they can slash their throats with this like magic tree branch and summon their like past selves. It's kind of copying a lot of these characters from Fate. So yeah, there's like Miyamoto Musashi, there's like Albert Einstein. Our main character is like a famous thief. I don't know if he's Arsene or something, but basically they're part of an organization. They're using their power to fight other people with the reincarnation ability that are using it for evil. So these good heroes are kind of working in the background in this world. The story does not seem super strong, but yeah, so far they're kind of exploring like these characters kind of feeling inferior. That's why they rely on like this power to raise their potential. And also yeah, characters want to get stronger. We also have Killed Again, Mr. Detective. I like cute seasonal mystery shows depending on how well they like kind of form the mysteries. Here it's not too promising actually. Without spoiling, like the first mystery they kind of solve is about like some drugs that might not be as serious as it seems. So yeah, it's not really a good sign of things to come, but maybe it's just a fluke. Maybe it'll get better. But I kind of like the concept. Basically our main character, he's immortal. So he's a mortal detective. There's like this cute white-haired girl, like kind of his assistant following him as well. I like their dynamic. We also have Rooster Fighter. We have like 4 episodes and yeah, this is such a funny show. It's kind of just like a parody of like, you know, classic heroic Giga Chad dude just like, you know, saving the world, fighting demons and having relationships with other female chickens. So it's kind of like a crazy show. It is well done though. I like the characters. The world is kind of unexplained, how all these demons are just like spawning and how this rooster has insane powers, and also like how isn't the world being destroyed, because I don't know if anyone else is fighting them besides our main dude. We also have Snowball Earth. So this is kind of like a mecha show with insane progression in the first episode. It's pretty much like if Shinji from Evangelion actually locked in. So basically our main dude, he's like the best kaiju hunter in the whole world, but he's kind of socially inept, so he's never able to talk to people. But then he's able to talk to his robot suit, and yeah, you know, he's like super famous. And yeah, basically they're kind of saving the earth from kaijus, but then I guess spoilers, something goes wrong and then like they fail like one of the most important missions. I think humanity just like gets wiped out. The earth just like turns into an ice age. So yeah, our main dude is kind of surviving in the frozen tundra, I guess. Now he has to kind of like survive, maybe make friends by himself in the apocalypse. We also have a lot more romance shows this season. There's 2 of them that are pretty similar. It does like self-insert concepts. The first one is I've made friends with the second most popular girl in my class. Like, what is this title? Like, what does it mean second, like prettiest or most popular? Like, I don't understand. Like basically in a nutshell, this anime is for lonely dudes that have a letterboxd account, because the main guy, he likes niche movies. He kind of shares it on the first day of school because everyone's giving introductions. And yeah, I guess like it didn't land. People think he's nerdy. They don't relate to him. But yeah, the second prettiest girl, she's also into niche movies. So she kind of finds him in a video store one day and just like hangs out with him at his house because mom's not home sometimes. Again, it seems like such a nothing concept. Also, it does have like the Keiken Zero like experience where the main girl kind of just like, you know, takes command over the situation. The main dude's just there to just be there. There's another similar one, Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku. This one I think is more fun because like they're not going to sugarcoat this. This is going to be self-insert, like Yaru weeb romance, and it's going to be a polycule. And yeah, we're in for the ride. So the main dude is kind of self-deprecating. He's like, girls, or in specific Yarus, they'll never be nice to me. They're just evil people. I like 2D. So yeah, I'll just like isolate myself from everybody. He's just self-sabotaging himself, which is like kind of infuriating actually. But some of the girls are really open to him, and then yeah, they talk a lot. He's very painful to watch because his inner monologue is just like so incel coded. But yeah, basically he's becoming friends with these 2 girls. I'm hoping his personality changes, maybe he opens up to more people. I've been liking Mistress Kanan is Devilishly Easy. This one's also another funny romance show. So yeah, this like demon girl, she's like 1,000 years old, and she's kind of depressed because the food she's eating, it doesn't taste good anymore. So she goes to the human realm and tries to prey on high school boys' souls. But the problem is the first dude she calls over, he's just so into it. She wants to eat him and he's down and he thinks it's all sexual. This dude locked in. Like, this is my protagonist. I like him. So yeah, no matter the situation, he's down for it. He can be chained up. He'll strip his clothes off. You tell him to do something, he will do it, no shame. The main girl's just like so embarrassed now. Like, she was supposed to be a superior demon, but yeah, now she's like tsundere and embarrassed and shy. There's also the klutzy class monitor and the girl with the short skirt. So this one's kind of like a wholesome premise. Like, the main dude is kind of uptight, trying to preserve the rules of the school. And the main girl's kind of like a gyaru, so yeah, they have beef with each other, but then as they get to know each other, they kind of see that they're normal people, so yeah, just like a romance forming between them. There's also Can a Replica Fall in Love? This is kind of like a funny, interesting supernatural romance show. So yeah, there's like this depressed girl in high school. She can make a clone of herself. She's basically abusing this power to just like have her go to school whenever she doesn't feel like it, just do like stuff that's like, you know, tough for her. So yeah, she's kind of like shifting responsibility onto the clone. The clone doesn't really have any agency, but after being used so much, the clone realizes that she can also make friends, have her own personality. So it's kind of like an interesting concept. I'm kind of into it. I wonder if there's other people in the story that can also make clones. It's probably going to be a bit sad as well because yeah, the main body, she can just like unsummon her like a Pokemon. There's Pardon the Intrusion, I'm Home. I'm loving this show. So it's a story about 3 people that live next to each other on the same floor apartment, and they all kind of get into hijinks. The main girl, she's like an office worker that likes anime, but then her neighbor bangs on her wall when she watches different anime because he's the author of one of her favorite shows. So yeah, she's kind of conflicted because she wants to watch other stuff. So yeah, a lot of stuff happens. Long story short, they all break each other's walls down. It's like a nice friendly supporting dude as well. He seems to be like the level-headed person here. But yeah, they all kind of eat dinner at the girl's middle apartment while they're both on either sides. It's a pretty funny, wholesome concept. I do like it. We have Eren the Southpaw. Kind of reminds me of Blue Period because there's like an art focus in this story where kind of 2 characters are maybe pursuing their dreams, going to art school, but then there's also like pressures from other places, like are they good enough, and you know, do you even need to be good enough? Like, why not just pursue your passion, stuff like that. So I like the drama so far. It seems pretty interesting. We also have Liar Game, so an interesting kind of psychological show here. The story is pretty old. The anime itself isn't super high quality. It's made by Madhouse, but the story isn't bad at all. Just like, you know, getting attached to the main girl because the premise seems to be, you know, trying to con people for money. That's how you win the liar game. It looks like our main girl, she's so innocent. She doesn't know how to lie. She just listens to everybody. So she kind of like relies on this like convict to help her. So they're kind of teaming up to win the liar game, I guess. There's Go For It, Nakamura-kun. So this is kind of like a funny boys love type of like, you know, high school comedy. I like it. It's pretty chill. The main dude just like, you know, second guessing himself. We have Magical Sisters, Lulo to Lily. This is like a cute magical girl show made by Studio Period. I thought it was like nice and wholesome. We have Kill Blue. This is kind of like not an isekai, but yeah, this professional assassin dude gets turned into like a little boy, so he has to repeat middle school. There are some other isekais. There's Farming Life in Another World season 2. This dude with OP farming abilities, just like having this big ass village with all these girls. There's also The Beginning After the End season 2. So yeah, it was confirmed for 2 cores. It's sad because yeah, you know, story had potential, but now it's kind of like a laughing stock. Just like a main dude going through the world with like a big party of people. He's growing. There's 2 episodes so far. I honestly thought it looked like slightly better than season 1. Not much better, but yeah, just like a bit. But apparently in the second episode, people were hating because it's like anime original content actually focused on one of the girls. So I thought it wasn't terrible, but again, like this anime lost like a lot of goodwill on the story. There's the vending machine isekai. I guess this is season 3. I haven't finished season 2. I thought season 1 was kind of funny, but yeah, you know, the gimmick got repetitive. There's Yoa Yoa Sensei, but this teacher with big titties is just unable to talk to her class. Everyone's scared of her, but it's kind of crazy she got hired with like no skills. There's Diamond No Ace Act 2. So yeah, you know, the baseball anime is continuing. I haven't checked it out. There's some that haven't aired yet. There's a Mission Yozakura family actually, so there's season 2. I checked out season 1. It was like based on a popular Shonen Jump series, kind of like funny with the family of assassins. So yeah, I'll see if I'll check out season 2. And besides that, Scum of the Brave is also continuing from last season, so yeah, that's also there. It looks like there's gonna be like this winter arc coming up. And oh, also there's one more that I didn't like kind of want to talk about. It's the Warrior Princess and the Barbarian King. I might be too woke for this anime, but basically there's like this princess knight. She's fighting for the kingdom, and then they're trying to expand their land, attack the barbarians, steal their land. The barbarians kind of like win the fight because the king is so overpowered. He beats her and he takes her as a captive slave. They might humiliate her, but instead, I guess like the twist gimmick is that the barbarian king, he actually likes strong women, so he wants to marry her. So yeah, they framed the captivity in like a comedic way where she's actually like being taken care of. They kind of groom her, give her like nice clothes, and don't really attack her. I think the thing is, bro, she's in chains. She has no agency, and you're asking her to marry you. So yeah, you put the clues together. Also, at the same time, end of the first episode, yeah, big reveal. His Excalibur just like shows up. I don't know why he's sleeping naked with the girl in her prison cell. So yeah, again, a lot of the uncomfortable moments are being played up for comedy. So I'm definitely not a big fan of the sexual assault version of It's Time to Torture Princess. And yeah, thank you for watching. That's pretty much it for the shows this week I've checked out. There's a lot. I'm probably gonna drop a good amount. I'm still floored by the Witch Hat Atelier quality. I'm liking the 4-season show as well. The story and the drama is pretty captivating. And yeah, a lot of these other new shows do have potential. So yeah, we'll see how things go. I'll see you next week. Peace.